Diabetes and heart disease are some of the well-known conditions that affect Americans. When the symptoms come up, the diagnosis often happens quickly. There's something more common than both, though, yet half the sufferers don't even know they have it. Whitney Blakemore has a special report on how thyroid disease is one of the most prevalent yet misunderstood conditions.
Matt, when you actually start to look at the statistics of thyroid disease, it's not a stretch to call it the epidemic of our time. Almost 1 in 10 Americans have some kind of thyroid problem, and the numbers keep growing each year. But for many, thyroid health is an afterthought, or even something they are not aware of.
Yep. Here.
For second grade teacher Lindsay Sargent, tired isn't so much of an adjective to describe how she sometimes feels, but rather a way of life.
You may start as soon as you have your bagels. Yep.
I had just graduated from high school, and I just went in to the doctor for a routine checkup, and I didn't have any idea. I didn't even know what a thyroid was, and my doctor just happened to check my gland on my neck, and she said, "Are you tired a lot?" And I just kind of laughed it off, and I said, "I'm tired all the time."
Lindsay was diagnosed with hypothyroidism, and like many people today, she didn't even know what a major role it played in your health. The thyroid is a butterfly-shaped gland located in the lower front of your neck. Its job is to make hormones that help the body use energy, stay warm, and keep the brain, heart, muscles, and other organs working as they should. I have hypothyroidism, and to put it simply, if your thyroid isn't working properly, neither are you.
Thyroid problem is pretty common around here, and there are two extremes of it. One is hypothyroidism, which is less thyroid hormone, and then there is hyperthyroidism, which is too much thyroid hormone.
For Lindsay and almost everyone else affected, they have hypothyroidism, causing their body processes to slow down because of the lack of hormones. Once your body starts to slow down, the symptoms start to emerge. Constant fatigue, feeling colder than others, dry, brittle hair, skin and nails, becoming forgetful, feeling depressed, and unexplainable weight gain.
Probably just being tired all the time was my main symptom. I have other symptoms, like I'm cold all the time.
But not everyone with hypothyroidism has the same symptoms. For example, some people find themselves gaining weight for no reason, but never feel tired or cold, where others have no weight gain, but start becoming forgetful or depressed.
The symptoms are so vague. There are many things which can cause them, like anemia can cause it, which will also cause tiredness, fatigue, and not enough energy to exercise and weight gain.
Many people feel tired or gain weight because of the stresses of life, but when do you know if it's something a few more hours of Z's can fix or a bigger problem with your thyroid?
You know, and people joke about it. "Oh, Lindsay's still in bed. Oh, you just got up." And I know it's not meant to be hurtful, but I wish people had a better understanding that it's not something that I can help.
There are so many vague symptoms, it can even be challenging for doctors.
Sometimes physicians do not think about it and they get directed to a different diagnosis, and sometimes it can get late in diagnosis.
One thing they are certain of, though, is that women are 5 times more likely than men to suffer from hypothyroidism. It can be hereditary, and while all age groups can be affected, reproductive age groups and older are more susceptible.
Any age group can get it, but most common is reproductive age group and women. That's the most common people who get affected, but I have patients who got it like in teen years even, or even younger.
Just for some perspective on how common thyroid disease is, of our 17 KIMT on-air talent, 3 of them, including myself, have hypothyroidism, all of which are women. A simple blood test is all it takes for doctors to see if your thyroid hormones are level, and if they are low, a pill taken daily can fix the problem.
Treatment is pretty simple to take a thyroid medication, and pretty safe medication.
Sharp.
But for some, including Lindsay, they still feel the effects of the disease, even with the medication.
You know, I can deal with being cold, I can deal with the dry skin, and there's some other little things too, but I just don't even remember what it's like to wake up and not be tired. I wish I could just go one day.
While not proven by doctors, there are many articles out there of natural ways to improve your thyroid.
Cruciferous vegetables, meaning cabbage, cauliflower, broccoli, kale, and a lot of the leafy greens, those ones that are very healthy, that we are all told that they're very healthy, should be limited.
That vegetable group, along with soy and gluten, can cause hormone levels to bounce and might help to avoid, but Stephanie Wharton, a registered dietitian, says there is plenty of other options to still get your servings of vegetables and grains.
It's a very doable diet to have as long as you are willing to be healthy. And if you are healthier, eat healthier foods, I think your body will just respond by maybe giving you a little bit more energy and feel better in general.
There's also a new study endocrinologists at Rush University Medical Center released, but not yet verified by doctors, that says 1 in 6 people with hypothyroidism still feel bad. And a mixture of hormones can help those patients, like Lindsay, finally feel better.
I guess I just wish people had a better understanding of it. You know, there's a lot of people that have it, but I think it's just something that people aren't really aware of, or aware of the symptoms, or that the symptoms are real. You know, I've had people say, oh, that's just an excuse, and it's not an excuse. You know, it is something that's very real.
One of the other struggles with diagnosing the disease is early effects are often mild, appear gradually, and aren't concentrated in a single area of the body. So someone can have low hormone levels but not even know for several months or even years. Whitney Blakemore, KIMT News 3.